Okay everybody, I am ready to do Amy's soap challenge, her first one of 2013, the Tiger Stripe Swirl. I'm not going to get as creative. I'm going to copy what Amy did. She did a black and white with a little bit of pink, and I've never done that before, so I thought, why not? So I've already got my oils melted and mixed. I pre-blend them. I put my sodium lactate in there. I use 1%. I've got my fragrance oil in, which I'm using green tea from Nature's Garden, very pretty fragrance. I'm using water-soluble titanium dioxide, which I've dissolved in water first. I've never done that before, but Amy makes it look so easy, so it did dissolve very nicely. Now I can, add it as needed to my batches. This is 16 ounces of oil, and that's around half a teaspoon titanium dioxide, and I don't know how much I'll use. This is activated charcoal from Nature's Garden, so I use a rounded half a teaspoon of that, also with water, blended just fine. This is the Neon Tutti Frutti colorant from Wholesale Supplies Plus. It is an oil-soluble colorant according to the website, and you can mix it with glycerin, which is what I did. It said for melt and pour, you mix with glycerin first. And it looks like it won't incorporate, but then all of a sudden it does. It does not mix with water. I did try it, and just a little bit, and it does clump. So this is a smooth thing. I don't want to use oils because I have my super fat's already kind of high to begin with, so if I add any more oils that I don't need, it could change my soap. Using my, 1 pound test batch mold, and on top I'm going to do my little bits of glitter, and I dug out some pink hearts out of my candy things, and I might do these sugar pearls on top. So let's get started. This is probably around 100 degrees. This is probably a little less than 90 degrees. And I am using a different stick blender than I normally do. Actually, I didn't quite want to add that on yet. My other one is pretty powerful, so this one has like a high and low, so I just want to, add everything gently, because I really don't want this to accelerate. I usually have pretty good luck with green tea. It's not as easy. It's not quite the same as my energy fragrance oil. That really makes the batter loose, and I just have so many soaps with that fragrance already that I'm kind of really in the mood for something different. So let's get this going. I'm using, I bought some deodorized cocoa butter because I was using natural, and natural's very yellow, and it will change your batter a lot. Okay, so everything appears to be emulsified. Okay, so I will go ahead and get this all measured off. And I forgot I did have a little cup for that, so I wouldn't have batter everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to just do a little bit for the pink first. I don't need a lot because it's just going to be one stripe. I mean, I really don't, because you saw my mold. It's very little. And then I don't have my cups, so let me go get those and I'll be right back. I got some markings on here, but I don't know what they are here. So I'll go up to 8 ounces on this one. And then this one has them too. There we go. And that's up to 10. Okay, so I want to scrape all this out because I'm only using 16 ounces of oil, and that's already I don't like to go any less than that with this mold. So obviously my batter is still very fluid. The only thing I can't do, I can't put my stick blender in the pink one, so I did get my extra frother just in case. Oops. I'm a little klutzy today, so hopefully nothing bad happens. Okay, so we're at about 11 each. Okay, so I'll start with the white. I always want to blend lightest to darkest. So I'll just add what I can first and see how it looks. Beautiful. As long as my soap isn't too yellow, the batter itself, it should be white. And I should experiment with my regular olive oil just to be, you know, safe. Okay, I don't want to blend too much of this for the black. So let me get off some on the outside. And actually I'm going to go rinse this off because it's, oh well, maybe not, I'll just put it in here. Okay, still very nice and fluid, so I'm doing okay. Set that off to the side. Now I'll do my black. I actually have no idea how much black to add. Like I said, I'm just doing equal amounts, half a teaspoon basically for half a pound of soap. And hope for the best. And that worked out really well. I really like the whole idea of blending it in water first. It definitely helps blend it in the soap faster, so I don't have to waste my time or mixing into the soap and over tracing it. Okay, so let's get that mixed up with my spoon just to be sure. Neat thing about the glass, you can kind of see in it if you didn't get. That's pretty good. Pink, I mixed a 1/4 teaspoon and a little bit of glycerin. So let's see how that ends up mixing in. And just for giggles, I've got my little frother ready, just in case. Because, you know, it's almost like adding, glycerin doesn't necessarily instantly mix in with your soap. It might need a little help. But sometimes it's just a little mechanical action then that'll do the job. So I do want this pretty bright. And you know what, if I don't have enough trickage, you can throw some soap in there, mix it around, and then put it back into your batter. Okay, so it's definitely not mixed, so I'll grab this and see if that'll help. And I've got different speeds, so I can crank it up to 5 here. It does incorporate air. That's okay. So that's a nice pink. And is that dark enough? Looks pretty good. This is definitely more watery. because I didn't have it out thick of a trace. Okay, I'm back and I got the soap warmed up and hopefully the tops are harder. Let's see if I can do this without, I want to get it up to the sides first. I want to mix this without overdoing the tops. I know I've had comments on my page like, quit messing with the tops. And You don't want to blend the colors too much. There. Okay. So now I want to put on my little pink hearts. I need to do this without my gloves. Picking those things up is like, you just don't feel right with gloves on. Because I kind of tend to put them in special spots. Probably could have done some white ones too. But I've got the little pearls for that, I think. Sometimes I throw them on here, like, and that kind of throws them in the soap a little more, but I've got my little pokey stick that... The way I see it is normally if you're going to make soap, you don't say you say I'm going to attempt a tiger stripe. It's not, I'm going to do a tiger stripe. And that way, or I'm going to attempt a two-color swirl. Or in that way, soaping is kind of like art. It is art. It's kind of free form. And sometimes, you might end up with something better than what you expected. I decided I quit being so hard on myself this year. I mean, not just about soap, just about other things too. Of course I'm not gonna... I mean, you definitely get upset when you have soap and it seizes and then you can't even, like, do anything with it. Yeah, then you feel sad. And okay, so I'm gonna push these in a little bit. Embellish the top to make up for any disappointments in the... Just trying to get them in so they don't fall out after the fact, after I gel it and stuff. Okay, so now let's do some of these soap pearls. These kind of actually seem to match my soap a little better anyway. The way I see it, I just want to put a lot of different stuff on top. Kind of highlight the top of the soap. Oops, that one stuck to my finger. Now I need somebody to come clean up my mess I made. I certainly did. I mean, you've seen me. I don't do a lot of swirls. They usually end in disappointment for me. I'll be very, very excited to see this one. I'm definitely going to have to gel this baby just because of the inconsistencies with the coloring trace. It did get a little gloppy on top. Okay, glitter eyes, baby. When in doubt, add glitter. Been saving this glitter. I love it. It really does transform the soap. And I want to use plenty of it. There. Definitely plenty of glitter. And then, let's get some of this off of here so I can actually see what my soap actually looks like. So as you can see, I did not overdo the tops. I did what I could with them. I mean, if you blend them too much, it's going to turn into mud, especially with charcoal. Now I've got my isopropyl alcohol. I think this is like the really high stuff. Get everything stuck on there. I can't see what I'm showing you because I'm going to gel this baby and I'll cut it and The video I'll post now is just the making of it, and then Saturday is when I'll do like a blog post and post the cutting video also. So it'll be soap. It'll be it won't be a tiger stripe. It'll be something. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and hope you guys have better luck than I did at this. And thanks again, Amy, for the challenge. It certainly was.